We are following our order of operations with integers. We're going to have a whole lot of problems where we're doing the order of operations. So the order of operations is to do your parentheses first. Now when it says do the parentheses, it means simplify inside the parentheses so you only have one number. So we're really not going to do anything with that because there's only one number in our parentheses. Then tells us to do the exponents. Well, we don't have any exponents. Then it tells us to do multiplying and dividing from left to right. Well, right here I have a division problem. You have to decide, do you want this to be a minus in front or do you want that to be -6? Two different ways to think about it. If I think about that as a -6, negative divided by a negative gives me a positive 2. 3 plus 2 is 5. However, some people think of it this way, that this negative is not with the 6, it's a subtraction. 6 divided by -3 is -2. I then had the negative in front of that. 3 minus a -2, hey, gives me 3 plus 5, or 3 plus 2, gives me 3 plus 2, and 3 plus 2 is 5. So I get the same answer, I just have to be really careful with those signs. If I think of that as a -6, which is how I think of it, I'm doing a negative and a negative, it makes it positive. But if I don't think of the negative with the 6, I get a -2 with a minus sign in front, which then changes it to a positive again. I forgot to put my last step, adding and subtracting, that I already did, right? I did that on the end. So, order of operations, parentheses, exponents, multiplying and dividing from left to right, adding and subtracting from left to right. Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally is what I learned way back a long time ago. So if I'm looking at number 5 and I'm following my order of operations, I can't simplify inside the parentheses and I don't have any exponents. So I go to the multiplying and dividing. I do have a dividing. Here, I'm going to say this is 8 minus, and I'm going to take this much together. -16 divided by -4. Negative divided by a negative is a positive. Then I can do my adding and subtracting. 8 minus 4 is 4, so 4 is going to be my answer. Number 6. Following my order of operations, I can't simplify inside the parentheses, and again, I don't have any exponents. So I have to do my multiplying and dividing. Here I have multiplying. I'm going just to here. So I have -5 minus -6 times 9 is -54. They're going to put parentheses to separate the minus and negative. If I subtract a negative, I end up adding -5 plus 54. A -5 plus a 54 is a 49. I'm going to grab my calculator here. Again, our calculator does know the order of operations. So do it on your paper, check it with your calculator. The top one. 3 minus 6 divided by, in parentheses, -3. Close my parenthesis and hit equal. Hey, I get 5. Now, if you're not sure if this is a minus or a negative, the Casio is not picky. Use the subtraction key if you're not sure if it's a minus or a negative. If you use this negative sign in the subtraction, it's going to give you an error. But if you use the subtraction in place of the negative, the calculator knows what you meant. If I'm going to check this one, 8 minus, in parentheses, -16, divided by, in parentheses, -4. Close my parentheses. Oh, I get 4. Yes, I do. Checking the bottom one. -5 minus, in parentheses, -6, close my parentheses, times 9 equals 49. So I know all my answers are correct. I've checked them with my calculator, but do them paper, pencil, check them with your calculator. Because I do expect to see the work on your paper.